Shirley's already joined. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you guys?
My phone. Good morning, Shirley.
She's already joined.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Good. You guys doing well too? I'm assume.
Yep. They just lowered the
Vaccination age.
vaccination age starting next week in Florida, so I'll be able to get it. You got yours, right?
I got my first one. I'm
Yeah.
getting my second one next Saturday.
Wow, that's awesome. Good for you. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Shirley.
Hi, Sue.
Hi. Good news. We can see you today because there's no sun.
Yeah, hopefully. But Sean,
And it's also,
what?
I said it's also early.
Yes.
It's not 11 o'clock. Good.
So we're going to miss Tanya this morning, but she's going to do the class later. We're waiting on Anne's migraine. I hope she's better. Where's Mark? Is Mark sleeping in? Okay, we're going to get started. So let's come all the way to the back of your mat. Take a big deep breath. And exhale. Again, big breath. And exhale. One more time. Big breath. And exhale. Now, arms out to the side. Just turn the upper body just from side to side, engaging your glutes, keeping your whole core strong and braced. Couple more. Okay, let's pull the elbows back, make a fist, come down halfway, pull your tummy in, right? You're always trying to hollow it out. Feeling a nice stretch in the back of the legs. The upper body is engaged. Trying to work as many muscles at one time as possible, right? Okay, one more here. And now we're going to just do a full forward fold down. Keep little bends in your knees. Come on down. Go as far as you're comfortable. It might not be all the way since we're just rolling out of bed. Might be a little stiff. Now bend the knees so you're into a little squat. Push your hands up against your shins and try to get your shoulders nice and broad. And now go back into your forward fold. Then we'll bend the knees, drop your booty. Push your hands into your shins and back to your forward fold. And we're going to do that one more time. Lower your butt. Now come all the way back to standing. Big deep breath. We're going to do a nice slow swan dive down. Really reach those arms out to the side. Get them nice and straight. Bend your knees. Walk your hands all the way to the front of your mat. Good morning, Anne. So you're in your high plank position, and we're going to push back to a down dog. We're going to hang out here for 3 big breaths. And please make sure you can see your arms through your peripheral vision. And let's bring it forward. Let's put our knees down on the mat, feet are flat. We're going to take it all the way back into a child's pose. Relax your forehead, relax your arms. Just kind of getting into our lower back here, feeling a little bit of a release. Should feel good. Let's just do 5 really big breaths. It's the one and only time you're in child's pose today. Take advantage. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning.
Okay, we're coming back up onto all fours. We're going to do a few cat cows. I'd like you to tuck your toes under. So you're going to arch your back, drop your face, and pull the chest forward, look up. Maybe you don't look up that much if it, bothers your neck. Maybe you just look down at the mat. Let's just keep it going a few more times. Okay, walk your hands to the front of your mat, come back into your high plank position, and let's go right back to that down dog. Driving the heels towards the earth, just breathing. Now you're going to walk your feet all the way up towards your hands. Stay in your forward fold. And now we're going to extend to a flat back look up. But please keep bends in your knees, even if they're small. And let's do a nice slow reverse swan dive all the way back to standing. Take your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. And we're going to come all the way back down nice and slow. Let's take our palms to the floor, step back with your left foot, then your right. We're going to do a little half hover here, right to your up dog. And let's pull the hips up and back. Bend your knees as you transition to your down dog. Now this time we're going to take the left foot, lift it up, keep the leg nice and straight. Now pull that foot all the way forward up between your hands. And we're going to sweep the arms all the way up to the ceiling. Nice. Great hip flexor stretch. So you notice I'm not way down here sinking into this hip. I've got my hips fairly elevated and I'm high on the toes on my back foot. Getting a nice length through this whole side body. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. So frame your front foot with both hands. Step it back. Let's elevate that right leg in your down dog position. And now bring that right foot all the way up and take the arms out to the side. Come on back up. Really get high on the toes. Nice, easy breathing here. Try to keep the shoulders pulling apart from one another. Okay, come on back down. Step it back to your plank. Do a little half hover right to your up dog. Hold it here for a sec. Now take your gaze anywhere that feels good for your neck. But what we want to try to do here is get the shoulders separating so we're not crunching up, pull them away. Okay, now just take your hips, move them back over by your heels. So we get a nice stretch through our lats. And let's come back where we started here with our hips low, moving really slowly. Press it back. And bring it forward. Try to keep your tummy hollowed out while we do this. Hips go back. While you take the hips back, see if you can get your armpits a little closer to the floor. Okay, bring it forward again. Tummy pulls in. Hips come down. One more time. Push it back. Now to open up the shoulders, we're going to open up that right palm so it faces up and just lift it off the floor. So if you can, you're really reaching those fingertips to touch the front of your room. So the arm is engaged. You feel a nice opening for the shoulder. And put the hand back down. Now we're just going to switch to the other one. Left palm opens, lift it up, maybe 3 or 4 inches off the earth. And then really try to reach it while you retract the shoulder. You might notice that one side is a little harder, a little tighter than the other one. Put it back down. Come all the way back forward with your hips. Now this time we're just going to elevate the knees if you can. Keep little bends in those elbows. Just hold it here. Your hips are still low. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to lift your hips. So you're in your high plank position. Feel your six-pack muscle group engage as you pull the tummy in towards the spine. And let's lift our left foot off the floor and get that leg nice and straight for me. Put it down and let's switch. Right leg lifts. Walk it out straight. Put that one down. Let's meet back in our down dog with our left leg up. Now we're going to open the hip up towards the ceiling. Leg is going to come a little higher. Bend at the knee for me. See if you can lift your knee up a little. Making sure your shoulders are staying square and you can see your arms. Okay, let's put that foot down. Do the same thing with the right leg. Elevate, open the hip, shoulders don't rotate. Bend at the knee, lift the knee. Lower that leg. Come back into your high plank position. Come down onto the forearms. Let's elevate the left leg. Let's take it off the mat. So you're opening it to the left and start your toe taps. Up and down with that foot. Lift and lower. Bring it back. Same thing on the right side. Elevate, open out, up and down. Getting into that glute. Keep your hips square. Bring the foot back in, hold your low plank. Now we're going to go on to that right forearm, sweep your left arm up towards the ceiling, and maybe you take your gaze up. Now a few hip bumps here, lift up. Challenging the oblique in your side body. 5 more, almost there. Okay, back to both forearms. Hollow out the tummy. Left foot lifts, move it off your mat, toe taps. Leg is straight. Bring it in, switch legs. Bring it in, left forearm facing the right side of your room. Take your gaze, look up. Little hip bumps here, up and down. Small movement. Okay, back to both forearms. We're going to come back up to a high plank. Hold that. Whew. A few more breaths. Press away from the earth. Keep your shoulders broad and take your gaze off the end of your mat. And back to your down dog. Oh, this should feel so easy. Let's come up and down on the toes. Get into our lower legs and ankles and feet. Okay, hold up on the toes. Stay on the right foot. Lift the left foot a couple of inches off the floor. Keep your hips square. Switch. Right foot lifts. Switch again. Stay high on the toes. Switch. And soften your knees. Open up your feet a little wider than hip width. Walk your hands baby steps all the way back towards your feet and meet me in your forward fold. Pushing the weight back. Circle those hands so you relax. Get some blood flow to the wrists. Nice. Hands above the knees. Lead with your head first and come all the way up to a standing tall position. Nice job. Okay, we're going to take our gaze, look left, shoulders broad, proud chest, palms face open. Try to get your shoulders nice and open here. So rotate the thumbs backwards. Take your gaze, look to the right. Bring your gaze forward. We're going to drop our chin. Nice little pull down that upper back. Now take your gaze slowly and look up. Come back neutral. Sweep your arms up. See if you can get them straight. So you take them as high as you want to, or as high as you can with your arms straight. Okay, now slow swan dive down, pushing your hips backwards, bends in your knees. Now inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, release back down. Hands press up against your shins, drop your booty, low squat. Take the arms out. Nice job. Tummy is pulling in and your knees are tracking just by those first two baby toes. Lift the arms. Great job. Hold it here and breathe. Take the arms back, spiral your thumbs out. Sweep the arms back up and back out. And one more time, sweep up and forward fold. Oh, feels so good. Bend your knees, walk your hands out to your high plank. Nice little half hover, right to up dog. You can keep your knees down or elevate them. Try to get the shoulders back. Press away from the floor. Just relax and breathe here. Now let's get the hips up, high plank, and let's press back down dog. Left leg's going to come up this time. High on the toes on the right foot. Let's drift the shoulders slowly over the wrists and bring your left knee up in the middle. See if you can round your back and lift your knee higher. Take your face to your knee. Now slowly scoot that leg all the way back. Lift it nice and high. Again, bring it forward. Shoulders over wrists. Round your back, drop your face to your knee. Lift your knee as high as you can. Take it back slowly. I think we have one more in us. So come on forward. Lift. Take it back. Nice job. Relax that foot to the floor. Same thing on the right. Elevate. Shoulders over wrists. Knee comes up nice and slowly. Round your back, look at your knee. Take it back. Again, forward. And back. And forward. And back. Relax that foot down. Walk your hands towards your feet, bend your knees. Low squat, arms up. Nice job. Hold it here and breathe. Hands to heart. Rotate both shoulders to the right. Try not to let the hips or the knees move at all. So it's not a huge movement. It's pretty small. Come back, do it again. Come on back. And again. Take the arms out. Hollow out your stomach, right? Pull it in. Now, when we go left, we're going to keep the arms out. Nothing is shifting in my hips or my knees. Staying nice and broad through my shoulders. Nice job. Come on back. Keep everything the same in your lower body, except you're going to raise your arms. Hold it here and breathe. You'll notice I'm not so low in my squat. My upper body is nice and long. Take the arms, sweep them back behind you. Open your chest and meet me in a forward fold all the way down. Oh, so good. Inhale to a flat back, look up. Exhale back down. Walk your hands all the way to the front of your mat. Step your left foot forward. Let's put the right knee down on the floor. Come on up. Big hip flexor stretch here. Now, if we want to move the stretch down the quad, you can either use a towel around the bottom of your foot or just grab it and pull it in towards your butt, keeping your hips nice and square. Big stretch for the front of the leg. Okay, release it. Toes tuck under on that back foot, even though your knee is down. Both hands are going to come to the inside of that left foot. Now just let your hips kind of go where they want to here. And let's take this left arm, sweep it up towards the ceiling. Maybe you look up at it, maybe you just look out to the side. Now, if this left knee is opening all the way, see if you can pull it in a little bit using your inner thigh muscle. Take the hand back down, sweep it back up. This time, maybe you open up that shoulder a little more, bring the hand down, sweep it up last time. Nice job. Now take it to the outside of that front foot, come off your knee in the back. Maybe you step the back foot in a little bit. Sweep your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Nice job. Okay, nice little pyramid stretch here. Hands to your chest. Step your back foot in till your foot is nice and firmly planted on the floor. Hinge forward. Now, if this is as far as you want to go, hang out here. If you want to take it lower, walk your hands down your leg. Maybe your hands come out to the floor. Maybe they don't. But I'm keeping my hips nice and even, and both my feet are facing forward. Okay, from here, using our core strength here, I'm just going to take my arms out to the side, keeping my spine nice and long. I'm going to come all the way back up. Take your gaze, look up. Now, you're going to open up the arms, one arm forward, one arm back. Step your back foot back a little bit at a 45-degree angle. Sweep this left arm up, bend your front knee. Now let's take this left arm either down onto your front leg or to the floor on the outside. And let's take the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Try not to let your hips fall too low. You don't want to be sinking into the hip joint. You want to be lifting out of it using muscle. Now take the right hand down, touch your left leg, sweep it back up. Try to keep the arm nice and straight. Bring it down and sweep. And down and sweep. Take that right hand to your waist, left hand above the knee. You're going to step that back foot in a little bit and meet me in your triangle pose. Spine stays long. Come down as low as you like, really rotating your hips to the back of the room so you get a nice release in your front inner thigh. So if your torso is way in front of that leg, I'd like you to move it back, even if that means lifting your hand further up your leg. You don't want to be in flexion here. Okay, right arm to the leg. So now my chest is facing straight down towards the floor. I'm just going to take my left hand to my right hip, And I'm just going to do a little half twist. Turn my gaze to the left side of the room. Really try to lift up through your thighs, right? Engage these muscles. Okay, bring that left hand down, both hands to the floor. You're back in a runner's lunge position, so scoot that back leg back. Now take the arms out to the side. Use your core strength here to elevate back up with the arms going up towards the ceiling. Hands to heart. Step your back foot in. Left leg back. Stay nice and high through the hips. High on the toes. Just relax and breathe. Okay, hands to heart. We're going to step the back foot in a little bit so it can be completely on the mat. Both of my feet facing forward, hinging through this hip. Come on down. Oh, so good. Big stretch for the back of that leg. Take the hands wherever you're comfortable. It's not about going all the way down, right? I've still got my spine nice and long. I'm not rounding. Keep your hips even. Okay, hands back above. Come on back up. Step that back foot back, turn it on a 45-degree angle. Separate those arms nice and long as you bend into your right knee. Sweep this arm up. Take your gaze, look up. Now this hand can either rest on your front leg. This one goes straight up to the ceiling, or you can take this hand down to the outside. Now we're going to lower this left hand, touch the inner part of the leg, sweep it back up. Really try to lift the shoulder, bring it down, sweep it up and down and up. Hold it. Okay, both hands are going to frame your front foot. Meet me in your runner's lunge. So foot scoots back a little bit. Right here, you're going to use your core, engage it, brace your spine, sweep your arms out to the side, come all the way up. Hands to heart, step your back foot in. Nice job, big deep breath. And big swan dive down. Inhale, extend flat back. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, unhinge, reach and lift. Hands back to your chest. Step your left foot back. That foot is out on an angle. Now we're going to take our hips, shift them to the back of the room, slide your hand down your leg, turn your gaze, look up at your left hand. Getting a nice release in your inner thigh. Try to see if you can make a straight line between both arms. Okay, that left hand is going to come onto your waist. Turn your front foot to face the left side of the room and your back foot. Come on down into a forward fold with split legs. Take your legs as wide as you're comfortable with your toes facing forward. Let the top of the head hover above the floor, but keep little bends in your knees. Just breathe. Now retract the shoulders, lift up, engage your back, fingertips only on the floor. Drift your hips backwards, so you really almost feel like you could fall back. Right arm out to the side. Now lift from your right shoulder. Oh, how awesome is that? Take the hand down and lift and lower. Make each one great. Lift. Keep moving your hips backwards. I know they want to come forward. Don't let them. Lift. Lower. Lift. lower. Keep it going. Try to see if you can open up a little more. Really reach and come on down. Same thing with the left arm. Take it out to the side, elevate. I notice for me, I'm a little tighter on this side, so it takes a lot longer for me to get that good opening, but really make a concerted effort each time. Usually when you get through 3 or 4 of them, you're getting somewhere, getting a little more height. Let's do 4 more. Okay, bend into that right leg so you're in a nice low lunge. Scoot all the way over, keeping your hips down, bending into the left side. Scoot back, right, left, right. Now straighten both legs, little bends in the knees, let the top of the head come back down. Feel a nice unweighting of the upper body. Focus on your breathing, just relax. Okay, extend the spine to a flat back, one hand at a time up to your waist. Unhinge. We're going to walk our feet back, turn and face forward. Nice deep breath. Should feel a lot looser through these legs from when we first started, right? I know I do. Nice swan dive down. Inhale, extend, flat back. Exhale, back down. Palms down, step your feet back. You're in your high plank. Do a half hover, come back up. Half hover, back up. It's not a big move. Try it again. Keep your shoulders broad. Your face, don't drop it. Couple more here, working the triceps. Maybe you need to put your knees down. Go ahead. Here's your last one. And let's push up and back to our down dog. We're going to pedal out our feet this time. And let's leave that left heel down. Enjoy that nice release. Switch to the right. Walk your feet to the middle part of your mat. Walk your hands back to your feet. Hold on to your left leg anywhere you can reach. Sweep your right leg back behind you. Keep your hips square. It's just a little balance challenge. If you need to have your hands out in front of your foot or anywhere you like, I just want you on one leg. Now walk it back up to a standing position. Nice job. Big deep breath. Swan dive down. Hold on to the right, sweep your left leg back. Really engage the muscles in the back leg. It'll help you hold the balance. Walk your hands back up, come up to standing. Now we're going to do the reverse. We're going to just slide down with our leg back. Sweep it back. Come on down. Try to move nice and slow and in control. Once you get down, we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Then we're going to come up in slow motion. Okay, start to rise, back up, really slowly, focus. Keep your shoulders back. Nice, switch sides. Come on down, left leg sweeps back. Try to get your legs straight and engaged behind you. Once you're down, let's just stay here for 3 breaths. Come on back up as slow as you can. Shift your weight back as you start to rise. Oh, yes. Big deep breath. Come on down, nice and slow. Hips push back, relax. Let's fold the arms. So I still want you to retract the shoulders here, but maybe as you exhale out these next 5 breaths, maybe your forearms get a little closer to the floor. Maybe you drift your weight forward and back. Maybe you open to the left a little bit in a twist. Moving slow, go back to the right. Come back center. Just breathe. Okay, release the hands to the floor. Bend your legs. Hands to the front. Step back to your high plank. We're going to do a side plank facing the left side of your room. If you like, you can put your right knee down on the floor and just elevate your left leg. Or you can keep both legs up, stack your feet, sweep your left arm up, and maybe you lift your top leg up, holding this high side plank. Just breathe. Shift those hips up if you can, and come on back to your high plank. Take your gaze off the end of your mat. Hollow out your stomach. Five more breaths, and then we're going to go to the left side, facing the right side of your room. Okay, left side. Face the right. Sweep your arm up. Top leg lifts. Hold it and breathe. Try to really press those hips up. Come on back to your high plank. Little reprieve here in your down dog. You can just hang out and breathe. Okay, bring your shoulders over your wrists. Take your right foot up behind your left hand. Come on down for a pigeon. 5 breaths. Ooh, that feels so good. Okay, let's do it. Same thing on the other side. Step it back. Bring the left foot up. Slide the right leg back. Come down wherever it feels good. Just relax and breathe. Okay, back up. I could have fallen asleep there. Swing that right leg back behind you. We're going to come all the way down, lying down with our legs extended all the way out. Nice little stretch for your 6-pack muscles. Let's reach the arms back behind us and see if they can touch the floor. Keep them nice and wide. And maybe you just tuck those shoulder blades down a little bit. So reach your toes, point them, and try to touch the back of the room with your fingers. Fingers are spread far apart. Now we're going to lift up with the arms ever so slowly till the wrists are over your shoulders. Now head comes up, peel up your back. Just peel it up. Pull in your stomach and see if you can come all the way up, pulling in your stomach. Suck it in, suck it in, suck it in. Now I want you to go into flexion with your back. Round forward. Touch your toes. Hang out here and breathe. Feet are flexed. Okay. Start moving back. Keep in your spinal flexion. Start sucking in that tummy. Round down one vertebrae at a time. Most important part is the tummy. Try to go really slow. Nice. Okay, take the arms all the way back behind you again. Point those toes, reach your body in opposite directions. Now we're going to lift the left leg and bring the left arm forward. Come up, touch your toes with your right hand and take it back down. And we're going to do the same on the left. Touch, my leg is straight as I'm lifting up. And right. And left. Okay, now both feet come up. Keep your arms up. Try to sink your rib cage for me. Hollow out your stomach so that protects your spine. Slowly lower the legs. Maybe they come down a third of the way. Point your toes, open the toes out to the side. Hollow out the stomach. Just hold. Bring the legs back up. Relax your arms. Roll your head side to side. Should feel really good. Okay, this time we're just going to put our hands under our butt. We're going to open the feet so they're not touching one another. Sink your ribs, hollow out the stomach. Legs are really locked out straight. Come on down. Go as low as you want. It's not a contest. Come back up slowly. Your head can be on the floor, or you can lift it up and be in a crunch position. You can amp these up any way you like. Really keep that tummy from bulging out. You got to suck it in. One more time, make it great. Okay, bend your legs, knees over hips, feet flexed. Move your knees out now so they're not over your hips. They're beyond your hips. And bring them back in. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Move them out. We're not there for long. Move them out. Right heel hovers. Getting into the side body here. Bring it up. Left heel hovers. Now you can make this as hard or as easy as you like by where you position your knees. If they're over your hips, it's a lot easier. And if they're further out, obviously it's a lot harder. And to elevate it even more, you can take both heels, hover them slowly, sucking in the belly. That's the most important thing. Bring them back up. Now we're just going to do a hold down there. Hold the hover. Suck in the tummy. How do you want your six-pack to look when you're standing? Is how you want it to be right now. Hold it. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet on the floor. Peel up into a bridge. Squeeze your butt. Lower down one vertebrae at a time. This is almost just like a stretch. Peel up. Shouldn't really be hard. One more. And then we're going to hug our knees into the body. Okay, one knee at a time, come in. Give yourself some love here. Maybe you just gently rock side to side. Maybe you do a little circle. Whatever feels good. Change directions with your circle. Okay, we're going to do a nice little stretch here. I'm going to have you cross your right knee over the left. I'm going to have you take those legs to the right side of your body and open up the left arm at a 45-degree angle. Only the left toes are on the floor. Your right foot is floating and your knees are floating. You're really pulling that arm as best you can away from the shoulder. full side body stretch all the way down the side and into the over the hip and down the side of the leg. You can use that right leg to move the left knee towards the floor. It's like a lever, helping you get a stronger release there. Okay, pull the arm in, uncross the legs. I like to uncross them before I bring them up. And when I bring them up, I like to go one at a time, just because it's easier for my back. Now I'm going to cross the left knee over the right. I'm going to open my right arm at a 4 to 5 degree angle from my body, and my right toes are getting to the floor. Now, like I mentioned before, you can use that left leg to put pressure on the right one to give you a stronger release through your side body. Just the toes on the floor on the right leg. This is great if you do push-ups every day. It's a great chest opener as well. Okay, bring the arm in, uncross, bring the right knee up first, then the left. Pull both knees into the body. If you can, touch opposite elbows. Make yourself into a small ball. Bring your head up towards your knees. Feet are flexed. Squeeze those knees in and release. Hands on your knees. You're going to rock yourself forward. Come on up onto the toes. So good. So good. I hope you guys feel great. Had a bit of a sniffle, so I apologize if I was sniffling and that was annoying. A little bit of a sinus infection. Okay, hips up. Drift them back, hands above the knees. Come all the way up to standing tall. Take a nice big deep breath. And namaste. I thank you so much for your power and strength, guys. I hope you feel great. Hope you have an amazing day. Come and say hello. There you are. Anne, are you feeling better?
Yes, thanks a lot.
Oh, good. I'm so glad. And with class today was good for you?
Oh yeah, it was perfect. I did your Sunday class yesterday, so.
Oh, good. Yeah,
Yeah,
we had
I haven't done it yet.
we had a little trouble with the lighting, but
The
I'm
Sunday silhouette class.
yeah, the silhouette class. Sue gave it a name.
Silhouette yoga.
Yeah. Yeah. So we have big news. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Sean's negotiating to have a new job. Yes.
Doing what?
Doing what?
Doing what?
Well, Sue, do you know, and Anne, you might know, do you know Terry Cudmore? I know Sue knows him.
Of course.
Yes. And do you know Terry?
I think I know the name.
Yeah.
So he owns a home building business in Boca.
Ooh.
And he does beautiful work, very high-end work.
Down.
And he's got a project. It's
Down.
a $15 million home. And it's going to be like a $2 million reno. And he's going to have Sean manage it.
Wow.
Yeah. So, and that'll sort of be Sean's test. So that if he can do
Sean
that,
can do anything.
if he can do
What do you mean
that,
test?
then he'll have a new career.
Wow.
So
Fantastic. Congratulations. Are you kidding me? And Terry's so nice. And Karen and he are close, right? They're super close too.
Yes. Yep.
well, so it's funny, Sue, that you mentioned that, because when he came to visit here, he came to visit when my sister was here,
Karen, yeah.
and Karen and him went out for dinner one night. And Karen was the one who said, "Oh my God, you should talk to Sean."
Ah, there. It's finally all these years of waiting, Kirsten. She finally came in handy.
She gave me a hookup finally after 50 years.
Finally.
Didn't even give her a hookup.
No,
gave
yeah,
me
she
a
gave-
hookup.
Sue, you know she never hooks me up, right? Like I'm the little
No.
sister that should just go away.
Yeah, well, I hooked her up with Dan Branch, so that was a
I
good
know
hookup for
you
her.
did.
So,
I wish you would hook me up with him. Because I'm going to be selling credit card processing like full time.
okay. Okay.
So if you have
Yeah,
any-
it's okay.
Ann or Shirley, if you guys, or Mark, I don't know if you guys have any connections of people who own businesses that accept credit cards. Because I'm going to, be working with First Data. Well, I have been for 20 years on and off, but now I'm making it a bigger focus because, aside
Yay!
from yoga's
Sean,
only
oh my God, you're
45
gonna be
minutes at 4 times a week, I have a lot more time on my hands. And our other business isn't coming back. It's just not.
Right.
At all?
No, I mean, a couple of orders from Georgetown, but nothing you could survive on. And it's just
Sean,
gonna-
I'm so excited. Sorry to yell.
Thank you.
Oh my God, can you imagine you being so you're the manager on site
Yes.
to make sure everyone pays attention?
Yes.
He'll wear the
It's
white,
amazing.
he'll wear the white hard hat.
Yes. That's right.
Oh, not a better choice than Sean. Okay, are you dumping it? Is this a nice way to say you're dumping us now or what's
No,
going on?
No,
no.
he's only dumping Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'll be by myself
Okay.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
We had full-time jobs when we were teaching fitness for the last 25 years.
Okay,
Not a dump.
okay,
Yeah, and
because it's
he'll
all about
try-
us, too. It's all
He'll
about
be
us.
he'll be with us on Saturday and Sunday, but he just won't be with us Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I've been practicing.
You'll be on the job site.
I've been practicing running all this technology.
Yeah, can you handle it?
I think I can handle it. I mean, I need a little bit of cheering on from you folks, but I think I can do it. Like today, I did all the setup myself as if he
We got
wasn't
you,
here.
Kirsten. We got you.
When do you
So-
start?
Pardon, Mark?
When do you start?
I'm actually started now. So.
Well, but he doesn't know what his salary is yet. He's supposed to find that out today, but they've already given him plans and drawings that he has to study.
We're working on the financials right now. That's still in negotiation, but nonetheless, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be working there.
So Sue, we hope Terry is generous.
Well,
Oh, I'm sure he will be.
Yeah.
And since recently divorced, right? I think
Yes, he has.
so
to
his
pay
load,
He has to pay his wife for the next 10 years.
yeah.
So he.
But I
needs
think
lots
he's
of
much
money.
happier now,
I'm
from
sure.
what I understand.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, guys.
So I think.
Okay, as long
I
as you're
think
not
today-
dumping us.
I think today we're going shopping for a pickup truck.
Oh, that's
Yes,
right.
it will not fit in the little car.
No, and I don't want to be without a car. I'm going to be going to see all these, liquor stores and, I need a car. I have to have a life. I need a car. But, it's kind of scary. I mean, Mark knows this, and Sue knows it, but Shirley and Ann don't know it. But Sean and I have worked together 24/7
Yeah.
for 30 years. We've not been apart. We've been business partners. And now he's going to wake up every morning early and leave. So I've been so stressed out about this whole.
Dressed, be excited. You have the whole place to yourself.
Yes.
I was nervous for him. I know he really wanted it. I was hoping it was going to come to fruition. He was there yesterday for like 3 hours. And then he came home and he said, I still don't know when I'm being paid. But Terry
But
promised.
don't,
Terry said
sorry,
he would
for
let
the-
me know today.
for the truck, you can, I'm sure you can lease one through the company or something. Make it part of the deal.
Yeah, they do. They have I'm getting reimbursed for vehicles. So yes.
They're just going to reimburse him, but they're not leasing it. But that's fine.
Okay.
Like we don't mind having, even if
That's so
he doesn't
exciting.
get there or it doesn't work out or whatever. It's okay to have a pickup
It's
truck.
working out. It's going to happen.
So
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
That's great.
Thanks, Shirley.
That's great.
Did
Thanks, Sue and Mark.
does Karen, obviously Karen knows.
yeah, we talked to her last night and said, we're
Okay.
pretty close. We just
Oh,
need to
good.
find out what the salary is, and so yeah,
Who used to do the job before you did?
he has like 25 or 30 employees, and 2 of them are retiring, and he's just
Yeah.
been busy.
Amazing.
Everybody in Maryland and New York are moving to Boca, and they're all buying these $5 and $10 million homes, and he's been doing it 30 years, and he has a very good reputation, and he's busier than all get out, and he just needs people. And he said, even though Sean doesn't have, construction experience, he feels like he knows enough and can
Yeah.
learn it quickly, has an aptitude for it. So he's, going to shoot the puck and hope it works.
It'll work.
It'll work.
Do you get health care?
Pardon me?
Do you get health care?
Yeah. Well, yes and no. So, yes,
Hi.
healthcare is provided, but it might be more advantageous to, like, he'll pay me for our healthcare,
For yours.
for mine, and to add Kirsten on would be another. I mean, it would actually cost more money to do that. So
It'd be $1,500 a month for me.
Ooh.
So
Do you have health care?
We have that crappy catastrophic shit that
Oh,
only
yeah.
works if you have
what's
something
called
bad.
major medical, which is kind of
I know.
It's shitty and I
We
hate
pay
it.
for preventative, but it's not shitty. It's whatever. So reality is that yes, healthcare is part of the package.
Good.
401k and cell phone and expense account, all that stuff. The only thing that we don't know is the salary and how does he get profit sharing? Like, how does that work? Which are
Reach
the
for
two
the
main.
top.
The 2 major parts, of course.
Yeah. So I thought, oh no, I have another day of not knowing. I mean, this is just killing me.
It's not killing me. I know.
I think that's why I got a sinus infection, because my immune system's down because I'm not sleeping and I'm worried,
Things have a way of working out.
They do. They do.
Exactly.
Especially for good people.
Yeah.
People are going to pay attention to you, Sean. It's like my brother. He never not figured out a job. Never.
Yeah.
He talked his way into the job and then he figured it out after. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Rick's very clever.
That's exactly. You're very Rick that way.
Well, congratulations. That's wonderful.
Thank you.
I'm very excited for you guys.
So Thursday, 8 a.m., I might be without him. And I'm telling you, I hope all the stars align and it all works.
Everything's going to be fine.
But,
Bye.
Carrie Cudmore, it's going to work. It's going to work. He's going to make it work. Are you kidding?
yeah, he's super successful and he is a really nice guy.
Yeah, you need to find him a girl. Yeah, find him a girlfriend. Maybe work your other side of the business. Single female business down there. Never
I
mind.
think it's
Off
hard to
topic.
find a relationship in Florida. That's what everybody who's single, that's
Yeah.
what they say. It's so hard to find a man here or a woman.
How far are you from, so it's in Boca and you're in Fort Lauderdale?
Yes.
Yeah, but then he also said, so his daughter is in her early 30s, married to a very successful lawyer. They live in the neighborhood next to where we live, like one neighborhood over. And she's a partner with Terry in the construction company. And she has 2 homes in her neighborhood. One is a rental property and one she lives in. But they're going to tear it down and she's going to have a new home. And Terry said, maybe you could manage her project. And that's, close by. That would be a 10-minute drive as opposed to a 35-minute drive or an hour drive if there's an accident or traffic. So
Don't worry, Kirsten, you'll manage. You'll manage without him.
I'll be all by myself. It'll
Yes.
be me and Lily.
You'll enjoy it.
Bonfito.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for that news. Because I have to tell you what we're just on. The other day I was on the phone with your sister and our friends and we were talking. I said, my mom's getting her flu shot. And then I said, Karen, your mom had an operation. And she looked at me, she said, how did you know that? I was like, I don't know, Kirsten?
She wouldn't tell anybody, right?
No.
She is very secretive, my sister. But anyways, my mother is has been
She's
moved
good?
out of St. Mike's, and now she's in a rehab hospital. And
Okay, good.
they did an assessment on her yesterday. I didn't call. I was going to call today, and
Okay,
they should know what her
okay,
deal is.
good. Just checking, just so you know, she was perplexed that I knew, or that, I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
Well, you know, I
Neither here nor there.
I
Okay.
wear my whole life on my sleeve, and she doesn't.
Well,
So that's the difference
yeah.
between her and I. One of them.
We love you the way you are. Okay, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
off to some kind of
I gotta
work.
go.
Well, thank you
so
guys
excited
for all
to
your
post it.
support, and we will
Good
see you
luck.
Tuesday morning or Thursday morning.
Thursday morning.
Bye,
Love
bye,
you guys.
Sherry. Bye, Mark.
Bye.
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 Mark.
Mwah.
Bye, Sue.
Bye. Yay.